Hey, so welcome back to North Fork. I'm Derek, thanks for joining us today. So today we got some real weird weather going on. Well, we've had it going on for the past couple days, but it's winter time here. It's the beginning of February. Usually right now we're getting snow, but the past day we've gotten rain and sleet and freezing rain, and it's just caused a huge mess. And today's Friday, I'm supposed to be at work. I took the day off just because of how bad and how icy it is. A couple days ago, it kind of warmed up a little bit and started melting off real nice. The road was getting real nice. And then it started raining, freezing rain. It was 32 degrees and it rained all night. I went to work yesterday and it continued raining. Last night it sleeted and freezing rain, and we've just got a huge coating of ice and sleet all over the place. It's just made a mess for us here. So this is Mama's truck here, and it's got a lot of ice on it, like you can see. There's probably close to a quarter-inch ice on the windshield right here. Everything's just frozen over solid. So eventually, right now it's still kind of spitting rain, sputtering. So eventually, we're gonna get the plow truck out. We're gonna plow everything out and see if we can make it any better. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to. It's just so thick of ice, and but we're gonna see what we can do. The road had already been ice to start with, and like I said, it had melted off a little bit, but it's just gotten worse now through all of this. So we're gonna get things plowed out, opened up, and be able to get in and out of the road and do the best we can. All right, so it's after lunch now. Snow's still coming down a little bit, but it should be ending here shortly. And we have to go into town here pretty soon. The kids have some dentist appointments and stuff like that, so we gotta get the road plowed out so we can get in there and get back. So I've got everything. I got the vehicles all moved here away from the house, so we should just be able to plow down the driveway, plow out the road, and should be good to go. So we're gonna get Elvis fired up. We're going to get all the snow cleaned off, and then we'll head down the road. So this is what we're left with here. Still a couple inches of sleet on there, and then there's ice underneath. So there's probably another inch or two of ice underneath that. The driveway here, the steepest part of this driveway, I keep putting ashes on it every time it gets a little slippery. Yesterday, I didn't even attempt to go down in my truck to go to work. Drove down through the yard to the other driveway. It was just too slippery. I slid up there on the flat part. I didn't even try to attempt this. I tried to put ashes on this, coal ashes, with the four-wheeler, and I couldn't get back up here. I slid down it. It was a sheet of ice yesterday, so maybe this sleet will soften it up a little bit. We'll get some ashes on it later on, and hopefully we'll be good to go. So we're gonna take the truck here, we're gonna plow down the road, and see how we do. Part of it, going down the driveway. I was worried about that just because of the ice that was on there yesterday, but again, it seems that you get that little bit of snow on top of the ice and it softens it up, or it does something that it just doesn't seem as bad. So that's a relief. I should be able to plow the rest of this road out here and you know, get back up the driveway. It seems like it should be fine to get up there, chains, weight, all-wheel drive, all that. So yeah, I'm pretty relieved that went all right going down the driveway. I was worried about it. So again, there's not a whole lot of snow out there, and actually it's more ice, sleet than anything. So it doesn't seem like I'm plowing very much, but I just want to make sure that the ice doesn't keep building up on the road. We want to try to get as much off as possible, because ice is just not good out here. You know, I can take snow any day, I can push snow, I can move it. Ice, you can't do anything with. You just have to wait until it melts, especially, you know, we plow 2 miles of road. From our house down the driveway and out to the main road, and there's just no way that we can deal with ice of any kind. So we just have to wait it out. So the best thing that I can do is try to get as much off of there as I can right now, so it doesn't keep packing in and getting deeper and deeper. So that's why it seems like I'm not plowing very much snow. And when you have a 3-foot tall plow, you know, it kind of makes it not seem very deep, but yeah, I'm just trying to take care of it as best I can. The worst part right in through here, this is where it gets the narrowest, and it's a big drop off down there over to the creek. So it's always interesting right in through here, trying to plow and even trying to drive. It just gets a little bit hairy. So nothing that the truck with weight on and chains and all that can't handle, but just makes it a little more interesting. So when I get to the end of the road, I always get out and do a little bit of a walk around the truck, make sure there's no chains coming loose, make sure that nothing's, you know, happening with the truck that I need to take care of. You know, if anything needs fixed, anything's leaking, anything like that. So it's always good to just take a little walk around, take a look at the truck. So that's what I do when I get out to the end of the road before I turn around and go the 2 miles back home. So all right, so we're down here at the end of the road, right where it meets the main road, and cleaned out a little bit here, best I could. And so we're gonna keep plowing. You can see we're plowing quite a bit here. So yeah, turn around, 2 miles back home. So that's the bridge that we have to plow across and drive across every day. Driving across is not too bad, but plowing across is always interesting. So there's boards on there because some of the grading is breaking up, and you have to drive across those boards. I don't like plowing across them because there's plates that tie the boards together, and you can plow them up, and then it's just not a good situation if that happens. So when I get to the beginning of the bridge, I always lift the plow, drive across it, and then drop the plow back down right as I get to the other side. So I don't plow the bridge at all. It does leave a little buildup on the bridge that we drive across, but it seems to melt off pretty quickly. Hasn't seemed to have been an issue at all so far. All right, so we're back to the bottom of the driveway. So again, this is always the tricky part of whether I'm going to be able to get up the driveway or not. I had to slip back down a couple times, and let me tell you, that's not fun when you're in a big truck like this. But one thing I always do is when I get to the bottom, I put it in low gear, put it in all-wheel drive, and make sure that I can pick the plow up if I need to, if I start sliding backwards. So again, with weight, with chains, with all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, I don't think I should have a problem, but I'll keep you filming going up the driveway. If anything happens, I may have to drop the camera, but hopefully I don't. So let's give it a shot. So should be home free right about now. All right, so there we are. Everything's all plowed out. We should be good to go. So everything went pretty well, so no issues. And again, just goes to show you that sometimes it's not the amount of snow, we just get ice on there and just try to get that ice off the road to try to keep the road as best as possible. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.